Welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you're not. My name is Kenzie, this is my book channel, and this is the last week of June. I have 2 books left on my June TBR. I'm halfway through one of them. The other one I haven't started yet. Whoops. Anyway, so we're gonna do my favorite reading challenge I've ever done, which is a reading wheel generator, or number generator, I mean, chooses how many chapters I have to read each day. This is one of my favorite videos I've ever filmed. I think the last time I did this video, I read 3 books. And in my mind, it just makes it so much easier to read. So much easier to read and like get through books. So, also, do you guys like my nails? 4th of July is coming up, so I did my nails for 4th of July. Anyway, the other hand's the exact same. So, anyway. So, the book I'm currently halfway through is Curse of the Wolf King. I'm not sure how to pronounce the author's name, so I'm gonna just put a picture here. But I'm really liking it so far. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but instead of it being the typical, like, a girl gets kidnapped and then falls in love with the beast, she's like she's like working for him, I think. I don't know what to say that isn't gonna give all spoilers. But anyway, she meets him, they make a deal, he has to try and break his curse by falling in love or tricking someone into falling in love with him, something like that. I don't know. But so far, I'm really, really liking it. So that's the book we're going to get through today, slash right now, slash whatever the generator tells us. There are, with the prologue and the epilogue, there are 43 chapters. I'm currently on chapter 23, like about to start chapter 23, meaning I have 20 chapters left. So for my number generator, I have 1 through 20. So let's see what number I get, and I am allowed to go over, like, however much I want. Like, if it gives me 5 and then I somehow read all 20 chapters today, that's okay. I'm gonna try to not go under the amount, though. If I do, I'll add it to the next day. Hold me to it, guys, hold me to it. But anyway, let's generate. 1. Okay, I think I can do it. That is a 1, right? Yeah, I think I can do that. Hi, I am terrible at filming today. So yesterday I read a chapter and a half, and then I like took a nice long everything shower, and then I just didn't do anything for the rest of the day. So but anyway, let's see how many chapters I have to read today. Hopefully a good amount, but we're gonna say 19 chapters because I don't remember the half of a chapter I read, so we're just gonna restart that chapter. But I have 19 chapters left in this book. Hopefully I get like a decent amount. I have acrylic marker on my finger, sorry. But anyway, hopefully I can get like a decent amount for today. So gonna generate 8. Okay, that's a pretty good number. I think I can do that. Okay, so it started getting like really deep towards the end, so I ended up just finishing the whole book. It was a really good book. I give it 4 stars. It was definitely a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. There was so much about it that was still the same as the original story, but different enough to where it's like, okay, this is its own story. And it is marked as a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It's not like a plagiarism type situation, I guess you could say. But no, it was really good. There is a moment that happens that makes me feel bad for both the main characters, but also really angry at one of them, but at the same time I understand why it had to happen. So, but no, it was really good. It definitely got deeper than I was expecting a fun, light little retelling to be. But it was still good. It definitely also at times gives like assistance to the villain because of the humor. What else? What was the other thing I was going to talk about? Oh yeah, So when I had looked up the different things about this book, I was told that it wasn't spicy and that there was like a fade to black scene. I wouldn't say it's fade to black. I mean, it's not as spicy as like some books, but it's not like completely innocent either. I would say like 16, 17, 18 is an okay, like it's okay. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, we'll go with like, okay, we'll use the TV show Arrow as an example. How like there's, you know, kind of fade to black scenes in that where, you know, you see people take their clothes off and you see like some kissing and stuff, but it doesn't get like in depth. I would say it's more like that. So, but anyway, since I finished that book, we get to move on to Beartown by Fredrik Backman now. I'm really excited because I read, oh, I don't see it on my shelf. I don't know where it's at. But I read a man called Uva, not really sure how you pronounce it, how you're supposed to pronounce it. But I read that book by him and I gave it 5 stars. It was absolutely amazing. And I've heard amazing things about his writing. I've heard a lot of people give like all of his books 5 stars. So I would not mind checking out this book. I have heard that this one gets very like heavy at times though. So I'm a little worried about that. I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to handle that, but we'll see. There are 50 chapters in that book, so I've got 1 through 50 set up on the generator. Please give me a smallish number. I mean, I have work tomorrow because we're checking for tomorrow, like saying for tomorrow's time. But it's a really short shift and I'm opening, so I will have like all day tomorrow to read it. But at the same time, I don't think I want to try and read the entire book tomorrow. So small number, small number, small number. Watch it give me a big one now because I did that. Yep, I did that to myself. Okay, 28. That's not awful. That's over halfway, though, so... We're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna need a lot of caffeine tomorrow. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow. Okay, I finished my reading for Beartown by Fredrik Backman. So I'm 50% of the way through. I'm gonna DNF it. I'm DNFing it. I can't. I would recommend looking up trigger warnings before you read it if it's something you're interested in. Look up trigger warnings. But also be aware that you are going to be reminded every 2 sentences that this is a hockey book. Like it'll literally be talking about a mom and how much she loves her children, and they'll be like, but this is a hockey town. What does that have to do with anything? But yeah, I did not care for it, and there was something really bad that happened around where I'm at right now that really angered me. And I can't. I did look up the ending though, because I am intrigued to know what happens. And I will say, I'm not mad about what's supposed to be happening at the ending, but I'm not finishing the book. Like, I was bored probably 15% of the way through. And I'm not enjoying it. I'm not having a good time. I'm not gonna finish it. So, but because of the fact that I got over halfway through, I'm still gonna rate it. It's still gonna go towards my reading goal for the year. I give it 3.75 because on one hand, I do love Fredrik Backman's writing, and there are certain aspects of the book that remind me of my favorite movie. But overall, I just cannot. So we're gonna go with something hopefully a little more lighthearted. We're gonna go with It Happened One Murder by Liz Lawson. I know what you're thinking, Kenzie, murder is in the title. How on earth could it be more lighthearted? Let me tell you what the dedication says. To anyone who's ever wondered what it would be like to fall in love while solving a crime, please see pages 1 through 384. And it looks like printing style wise, it kind of looks like a Lynn Painter book. And I love Lynn Painter, so at least the books of hers I've read. On 384. Okay, so this much. Because then there's a reading group guide, a conversation with the author, and then of course acknowledgements, which I don't typically read those, but who knows, if I like this book enough I might. But yeah, I think just something a little bit more lighthearted and easy to read would be better. There are 53 chapters counting the epilogue, and it's dual POV, and I love dual POV a lot of the times. So we are going to That's Too Bright. So we're gonna see how many chapters I have to read tomorrow. You're really living those 20s, aren't ya? So up to chapter 27. I'm hoping I enjoy it enough to read that far in. But tomorrow is July 1st, so I'll be able to start off July with a book on my July TBR, which I don't remember the last time I started off a month by reading a book on that month's TBR. But anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, work got a little crazy this week, so it's now Saturday. It's July 4th, so if you hear fireworks going off, that's why. Anyway, it is currently July 4th. I ended up not reading It Happened One Murder, because Anna Huang dropped the cover of King of Lust, and it made me even more excited for King of Lust, so instead I decided to read King of Gluttony. And I made it to chapter 20, proof here. And then I realized, oh hey, I haven't updated the video like at all. The phone that I normally use for the number generating right now is currently dead. So instead I just screen recorded on that phone. And since I'm on chapter 20, wait, hold on, I think I messed up on my math. I definitely messed up on my math. No, I didn't. Hold on. Okay, so I got to chapter 20. I was supposed to read 27 chapters. So I'm adding 7 chapters to tomorrow's reading. And then the amount of chapters I'm supposed to be reading as well. But I definitely messed up on my math when I was doing the number generator. But like, the amount of chapters I have left minus 27, which was what I was supposed to read, I think equaled 17. but I might have forgotten to include the epilogue in that. So anyway, this is a stream recording of me doing the number generator situation. I'm thinking I'm just going to try and finish the book tomorrow because clearly I've messed up on my math. But tomorrow I've got some cleaning to do. I've got some prepping for this next week of work. Then the next couple of weeks I have some longer shifts. So I also have some editing and posting to do for my main channel. There's a lot going on right now, so I think I'm just gonna switch. I was trying to say swap and switch at the same time, and it came out swip, I think is what I said. Anyway, I'm gonna switch to the audiobook tomorrow and get all that done. So yeah. Also, here are my 4th of July nails if I haven't already shown them. I don't know how much longer they're gonna last, so. But yeah. Okay, so update. Finished King of Gluttony. Loved it. I gave it a 4-star, 4.5 star, 4.5 star. It was so good, and I am a slow burn girl. I do not like insta-love or insta-lust or anything like that. I'm a slow burn girl, so it was the perfect mix of slow burn but also in its typical writing, so I absolutely loved it. Now we're gonna move on to It Happened One Murder. So I did my nails. They're also Wonderland themed. I'm not a big fan of how the clock turned out, but they're still pretty cute. So anyway, I still don't know what happened to the other phone. So it's just, it go bye-bye, I guess. Maybe I'll find it soon. I don't know. I'm guessing that when I was cleaning, I moved it and now it's hidden and buried under something, but I'll find it eventually. Anyway, so instead I just did the same thing. I did a screen recording of me doing the number generator. 33 chapters of this. Okay, that's not too bad. That'll put me on page... I mean, it's not great, but it's not too bad either. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. 272. Because I would read through that many chapters. So, a good chunk of the book. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I think I can do it. We're gonna try. I will see you tomorrow. Also, tomorrow's the last day for this. Okay, don't mind the hair. This is for a video over on my main channel. She's a process. Anyway, for It Happened One Murder. On, goodness, can I hold you open so I can show? There we go. Chapter 6. So far, I'm enjoying it. It's a little second chance romance murder mystery vibe, and well, obviously you know it's a murder mystery, but it's very entertaining so far. It's a previous fling between the two main characters, and you find all this out in the back of the book, so I'm not spoiling anything. But like the two main characters had a little bit of a fling years ago, and then at the main girl's birthday party, Harriet, she like a murder happens, right? And then the male main character's sister, I think. Yeah. Gets accused of it. So now they're having to clear the sister's name, figure out who actually did it, all while trying not to fall in love. So, but it's been entertaining so far. And it was actually really funny when they first bumped into each other. I'm not going to say what happened, but I literally sat there and went, that's embarrassing. So, anyway, I'm going to try and read a little bit more. I don't think I'm going to get the 33 chapters in, but we are going to try. Okay, so chapter 18 now. It's a good book, like it really is. There are a lot of accusations, blaming, pointing the finger, all that type of stuff, which is, I think, is your typical like murder mystery situation. It's kind of giving a little bit of Clue vibes, if you've ever seen the movie Clue or played the game Clue, which is really fun. I will say one of the characters though is like kind of annoying me because he's not really listening at all. I'm intrigued to know what happened and to know who it really was who did it. Hi, honey. I think the cat wants to go to bed. And yes, the cat tells us when to go to bed. Anyway, so that's it for the video. That's it for the night. I made it to chapter 18, so not the 33 chapters I was supposed to read, but hey, I at least got to chapter 18 and I finished, what, 3 books? Curse of the Wolf King, Beartown, King of Gluttony. Yeah, 3 books. 3. Well, I cannot figure out how to do a 3 with my hand right now. I don't know. But yeah, 3 books. I promise my hair will be back to normal for the next video. I don't hate the fun little rainbow vibe it's got going on right now, but this is not the result I want. And what are you doing? He's under the table now. Anyway, alright. I guess I'm gonna... Are you going to bed? You can go to bed. Do you want to watch TV? He's like, I don't know what I want, but I want to... He wants the light off is what he wants. He can't sleep with the big light on. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!